3.4 Linear Regression. Today, I'm going to show you how to use your graphing calculator to find your linear regression line. We use the regression line when our data points almost fall on a straight line. The following table shows the average price P in dollars of a gallon of regular gas T years after 2000. Find the equation of the regression line for P as a function of T. Express the regression line using functional notation. So first thing I want to do is to define my variables. Let T equals the year since 2000, and P is the price in dollars of the gas. So I define my two variables, P and T. Now I want to write my equation, so I go to my calculator. I have to enter my data points into my calculator, so I go to Stats. Number 1 for edit. Now I want to enter my data here on L1 and L2. My P and my T. My T, L1, my P, L2. But I see I have numbers already listed here. I want to clear this out. So I hit the up arrow to highlight the list I want to clear. Then I hit the word clear and come back down. Or you hit enter. Now it's clear. If you have other data on other lists, go ahead and clear them out now. Now I want to enter my data. After I enter my data points, I want to check to make sure that my entries are correct. I double check my work. Now that they're correct, I come out, hit second, quit. I want to get my regression equation. So I go back to stat. I want to calculate. So I move over to calculate. Number 4, regression. So hit 4. Now hit enter. Depending on your calculator, you may have to hit it once or twice or more times. Now here, I have my equation. Y equals mx plus b. Their a and m are the same. And this is my linear equation right here. So let me go ahead and type this in, round to 2 decimal places. And when I write it in, I don't forget my units. Now I put P of T because it said to put it in functional notation. Explain in practical terms the meaning of the slope of the regression line model found in part A. Well, first of all, we have to identify our slope. The slope is the coefficient of the independent variable T. That's 0.24. The units, dollars per year. Whenever you write your slope down, please include your units. Now I have to explain it. Well, I know that the price is increasing every year by 24 cents. So now I'm going to write this relevant to my problem. So because it's in practical terms, the price of regular gas increases at an average rate of 24 cents per year since 2000. No, I don't put the word cents in here. It's implied. Don't put both. Now I want to state the correlation or coefficient and explain what it means. Let's go back to our graph. On this particular graph right now on our calculator, R is not here. You may have R on yours, and that's fine. If you do not have R, follow these steps. Second, 0, catalog. Now this is alpha mode A, because A is up here. That means all the keys in green I can hit to get to those. I want to go down to diagnostics. That's in D. We're in A. So I hit the D, and it moves me right to the D category. So now I'm going to scroll down until I get to diagnostics on. Once you get there, hit enter. Then hit enter one more time. It will say done. Now, if I go back to my equation, stat, calculate 4. My equation is here. Now my R values show up. My R here is 0.945. The closer R to positive or -1, the better the fit is. If I had an R of 0, there would be no correlation. An R of 5.5, not good either. But an R of 0.99 be a great fit. An R of 1 is exact fit. So R tells us how good this line represents our data. So let's go ahead and write our R in. Therefore, since R is to 1, the regression line is a good fit for the data. Let's go ahead and look at our regression line. Let's plot this. So y equals, go ahead and type in the equation, 0.24x plus 1.17. I want to graph this, but I want to graph it with my points also. So I must turn the plot on. The video that I posted with your assignments shows you a different way of turning your plot on. I want to show you a quicker way to do this. So to turn this plot on, I want to highlight the word plot 1. So I move the up arrow to highlight it. Now I hit enter, down arrow. Now my plot is on. Now I'm going to graph this linear equation along with my points. So I'm using zoom 9, zoom stats. That will graph both together. This line is the best fit line that represents the data. It will go through some points will be above it, and some points will be below the line. But this line is the best line to represent our data. And we can use this line to make estimates, to answer questions. Also, I can use this to look at my table of values, if I want to look at table of values, to find my ordered pairs to go along with my equation. What price does your model give for gas in 2009? Well, 2009 is 9 years after year 2000, so my T is 9. To find this estimate, I take this 9, I substitute it into my equation, my regression equation, and I get $3.33, which is higher than the actual value. If I write the model price of $3.33 is 98 cents higher than the actual price of $2.35. When you write your sentence, include details. Now, this model is a price that's a lot higher because see, 9 is not in our range. 9 is outside of the highest 0.8. If I was use it for numbers between 0 and 8, it will be closer to the actual number most of the time. So your regression model is a good line to estimate data points that are missing on your table as long as the numbers you're using are within the range. But we can use it for future values also to give us an estimate. If you have questions, please contact me. You have my email address. Make an appointment through Once Hub to have a one-on-one conference or a one-on-one meeting to help you with your assignments. Thank you. Have a good day.